How many times have you guys went out, bought a product, and it didn't even last a year? It's crazy, right? I think manufacturers that make these products want them to fail so that we have to go back out and buy more. I don't think that's fair. Do you guys think that's fair? Probably not. Anyhow, what we got here is we got the Andis Profoil Lithium shaver, the titanium color, I guess that's what they call it. Anyways, this was my go-to shaver. You know, it brought the skin down, brought the hair down to the skin really well. It did a good job. Unfortunately, it dropped, stopped working. Threw it inside my spare parts box. Picked up the Wahl shaver, started using the Wahl shaver, dropped the Wahl shaver, and now I'm out 2 shavers. But today, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this by the end of the video. I just want to shout out the Barber. Ah, man, I forget his name right now. But there's a Barber here on YouTube. I'll post a link in the description below, giving credit to him. I watched his video and he was the one who showed me how to do this. So shout out to all the people on YouTube who are trying to help consumers make better decisions on where to spend their money. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. I'm gonna plug this in right fast just to show you guys that it's not working. You might see a little flicker, a little green light flicker right here. I'm not sure. Yeah, you see? So something's going on in here. We're gonna open it up and take a look inside. I am going to time lapse this opening so that you guys don't have to sit through that boring part. Oh, and another thing, you guys need to keep your trimmers, your clippers clean, alright? Because there's nothing worse than watching a video on YouTube of dirty clippers or how-to tutorials with dirty tools. I can't stand it. First, remove the 2 screws on the lower rear side of the shaver, pop the 2 cutting heads off, and remove the 2 screws underneath that, followed by the stainless steel plate. I could already see some damage right here. It looks like the screw hole has stretched out and broke. There we go. Right off the bat we found it. So just open this up and the battery has, the tab has broken off. I don't know why they wouldn't glue this down. And the back one here, let me remove these. Okay, so you can see that they spot weld these tabs right here. Right here it has broken off. Let's see if we can get this to focus a little bit. So it has broken off this little tab right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and we're gonna try to, let me see if I can get this focus a little bit better. We're gonna go in and weld this up. So first of all, let me see if I could get this to turn on. The battery may be dead. So what we're gonna do is, you can see how clean inside there is. That's beautiful. Alright, so anyways, what we have here, we have a 3.5 Mabachi rotary motor. It's just a cam right here, offset camshaft right here that moves each of these 2 blades right here, as you could see. It's just a regular, motor. And we got what appears to be a Samsung, maybe a Samsung ion battery, lithium ion battery. Very basic machine right here. So right now I'm going to use we're going to use our Fuller soldering iron. It's unregulated. I think it's a 40 watt soldering iron. It does the job. I've used it quite often on a lot of projects and it's worked. And to give me a little bit more assurance for the future that if this does drop, that the battery won't come unsoldered, I'm just going to lift it up. I'm going to put a little bead of hot glue underneath the battery so that if the shaver was to fall again, the battery won't come dislodged. So I think that's what I'm going to do. don't need much. So at least this way now the battery is seated, it's glued down, and it should move again. So I think I'm gonna take this whole thing out just so that I have a better surface to weld on, because I think it's going to be a little awkward to do that in here. So here it is, a close-up of what's happening here. This little tab has come off. So we're going to solder this back down. Move some things out of the way. We'll prop this up on something right here. Actually, I'm going to use this here. Piece of solder. Soldering such springy, thin tin can be tricky, but I stayed at it and eventually I got it. I pressed down the tab and just worked the solder around it, and it worked. It's the best I can get in this situation. So, with that being said, I'm cool with that. As long as I get this thing running again, I can start making money off of it, I'm good. So let's put it all back together and see how she works. Since it's open, I think I'll put another drop of glue right there. Hey, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a smart idea to lay another bead of hot glue in between the battery and the circuit board, just to make sure that if I happen to drop it in the future, the battery will not move? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And there we go, people. Running like a champ. Gonna put everything back together right now. So let me know, guys, do you think that was a difficult fix? All you had to do was solder the broken tab back onto the rechargeable battery. Let me know what you guys think. To reassemble the shaver, I simply lined everything up. I made sure that the rubber gasket on the cutter points there, the cutter arms, wasn't pinched in any place, and I just did the opposite of the disassembly. I just put the screws back in, put the screws in there, put the screws in there, put the stainless steel plate back on the top. I tightened down the screws. I pop back on the cutter heads, and they were easy to do. You just line up the bar with the opening slot on the cutter arms, and they pop right on. Make sure that the springs are well seated before, and it should be an easy job. So guys, do you have any pro foil Andis shavers lying around that you think you'd be able to repair? Let me know with a thumbs up. I only needed to replace the foil, not the cutting heads, as it was only the foil that got damaged as a result of the drop. So I got lucky. And just a quick follow-up. Charge it. It's charging now. It's working. Works with the plug in. Works with the plug out. So yeah, to put this one back in the arsenal, I'm happy. Now guys, if you guys learned anything from this video, if you enjoyed the quality of the video, the clarity of the pictures and the footage and stuff, go ahead and drop me a like. If you guys had the same problem, let me know how you guys fixed it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. That will greatly help the channel, and it'll help me too. I'll know that I got my point across. So again, this was the how to fix the Andis Profoil lithium iron shaver, and I think they call it titanium color too. Anyways guys, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here.